Sabaditon sao koni malachak bibi tu leko haikon hakun ka kansukhanay. The Laos education was primarily based in the Buddhist Wat, where the monks taught novices in reading both Lao and Pali scripts, basic arithmetic, and other religious and social subjects. Many villages had Wat schools for novices and other village boys. However, only ordained boys and men in urban monasteries had access to advanced study, which leaves the girl behind. That is why there is an educational reform to strengthen their national education system for them to have a better result in their students' learning outcome and to train them to become skilled. In terms of the goal, Laos aims to strengthen its education system as a cornerstone for developing human resources and increasing labor productivity. The Education for All program will be the main vehicle for increasing primary and lower secondary school participation and completion, as well as reducing adult illiteracy. The aim is to develop the education system with knowledge, skills, moral and right values, love of the country, to be a quality worker that can meet the demands of growing sustainable economy and be ready to cooperate and compete with countries in the region.
Sabaydi, my name is Rafael Alvin Senior Vida, and let's proceed to the focus of values education in Laos. Both teachers and students claim that students on the whole benefit when they can be more active in the learning process. They find that with regards to gender ethnicity, power relation between students tend to decrease in smaller groups. Females are encouraged to be more talkative in smaller groups. Those with language problems are not unobvious when a whole group of students cooperate. For the teaching strategies, in practice, teachers and students have started to use new methods of teaching and to engage in student-centered education. Teacher educators are their students. Teachers shows an agreement on how to implement student-centered education, how it is defined, namely as either group or individual learning. If teachers used to dictate the main content to be copied in the notebooks, they now give students opportunities to discuss, share ideas, and search for information individually or in groups. There is also an express wish to make connections between subject methods, connected contents, and life experience in order to make teaching more relevant to the lives of students.
Since Laos has a strong Buddhist heritage, it is likely that Buddhist principles and values such as moral conduct, mindfulness, and respect for authority have influenced the country's approach to education. Currently, pre-primary education is considered the foundation for further psychological development. Specific objectives set by the Ministry of Education to train children to be disciplined and to be the leaders and followers that have love for the country.
Performance statistics vary according to rural, urban location, ethnic group, and gender enrollment. School quality are higher in urban areas where the usefulness of formal education is more evident than in rural farming communities. Isolated teachers confronted with the primitive rural living and teaching conditions have a difficult time maintaining their own commitment as well as the interests of their pupils. Ethnic minority students who have no tradition of literacy and who do not speak Lao have a particularly difficult time. Unless the teacher is of the same similar ethnic group as the student, communication and culturally appropriate for the education are limited. Because of these factors, in the late 1980s, the enrollment rate for the Lao Sang was less than half for other Lao Long. Enrollment was also low for Lao Long children. Kapchay, Lakon.